ball. Would you say that's pretty much happened?
Oh, look, I would say for probably 60 to 7% of the game, we certainly did that. But unfortunately, our start with the ball didn't go to plan, and we let them get away to a pretty solid start. So when you do that to a quality team like India, you're going to struggle. So, but I was absolutely thrilled with the way that they fought back, the boys, and the spinners did a great job. And I thought Kazia today was outstanding for us, both in the field and with the ball. So we got back to level keeling, I thought, and 260 was 260 odd was a reasonable score to chase down. So. Again, you have to compete every ball with quality teams like India, and unfortunately today we probably didn't do that.
Seth, there's another thing that we saw when Bangladesh came out to bat. Like you said, 260 was a score that you might as well put that thought. Do you think the start was a bit too slow for you guys?
Yeah, obviously our approach was not that good. We should have taken calculative risk, so maybe the approach would have been much better. So after the first 10 overs, the middle orders had to take some risks, so we collapsed.
Yep. How highly do you rate India? You played against England as well, just watching a few games as well. How highly do you rate India?
Oh yeah, look, they're a quality team. They're obviously a very disciplined team, a very organised team. I thought their fielding tonight, this afternoon, was as good as I've seen from any team. They create so much pressure. They bowl really nice and straight. Their bowling and fielding was outstanding. I thought if we'd started better with the ball, again, I thought we could have maybe put them under a bit of pressure with the bat, but that young boy played excellently to sort of get them to a reasonable total. And then the left-hander at the end, 50 runs off 49 balls or something, gave them a really good momentum into our innings. But oh, look, I think they deserve to be favourites of this tournament. There's no doubt about that. There's no real weak link in their team. To beat them, you've got to turn up and perform at your very best.
Coming into just overall touching on the fielding standards in this tournament, you've been a coach who's had a lot of experience. And from your side as well, you had a fast bowler effecting a run out with a direct hit. Do you see the trend of fast bowlers being seen as the weakest fielders changing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think certainly at this level, I mean, they're fit, young, fast young men. So, you would expect them to be pretty good athletes on the ground. And, I thought the fielding standard for today from India was where you've got to be. They were outstanding. I think they had sort of 6 or 7 direct hits at the stumps and obviously created 2 really quality run-outs against us as well. So, I think the fielding side of things has certainly lifted, and it has to. Again, if you can be as competitive like that in the field, you're going to sort of cause a lot of pressure on other teams.
An opportunity now to sort of win against England. Game coming up on Sunday, another big game, considering the fact that we lost to them in the group stages. How difficult will it be to motivate the group after a loss like this?
Oh, look, I don't think it's difficult. I think any time when you're playing a game of cricket for your country, you're up and about and enthusiastic and hungry to win. So I think at this stage, for us, it's probably we've got to deal with the disappointment of now missing out in the semi-finals. But knowing that, we know that we've got a really important game to play on Sunday, and for me, it's going to be about really just getting the boys around together and sort of getting them in good spirits and really sort of trying to have a bit of fun in this game on Sunday and let the guys express themselves. Because I think today, obviously very disappointed to lose the way we did, but again, we're really, really keen to finish as high as we can on the table. That's for sure. So our best we can finish now is obviously 5th. We'll be striving to make sure we try and do that.
Just before you guys, when the Indian guys were here, we asked them that there was a lot of chatter when you guys came up to bat. কিছু জিনিস বাংলাতেও শুনতে পাচ্ছিলাম, এরকম কিছু স্পেসিফিক কিছু নিয়ে কথা হচ্ছিল?
তেমন কিছু না, ওরা জাস্ট স্লেজিং করতেছিল, ওরা ওদের মধ্যেই কথা বলছিল। তো ওরা মানে বাংলা ভাষায় কিছু জানে, ওরা কথা বলছিল নিজেদের মধ্যে, তো জাস্ট ওটা পার্ট অফ গেম।
আর আরেকটা কথা বললো যে এশিয়া কাপে যখন ম্যাচটা হয়েছিল তখন নাকি বাংলাদেশের থেকে ওরা অনেক কিছু শুনেছিল, সেরকম কিছু?
তেমন কিছু না, খেলার মধ্যে তো এরকম টুকটাক থাকেই। তো ওই সময় মোমেন্টটা আমাদের কাছে ছিল, আমরা পরে ফিল্ডিং করছিলাম, তো এখানেও তারা পরে ফিল্ডিং করছিল, তো এরকম ইটস পার্ট অফ গেম।
first 10 overs, batters were struggling to get because the lengths that in India were quite short of the length. And you said yesterday that the game would be played with no fear from your team, but the same little unnerved. Could that be also because of the pace, or also because there's a lot of chatter around?
Oh, look, I think it was more the discipline of their bowling, really. I didn't think there was specifically a lot of short stuff. I thought they were just very, very good on their line and lengths. They hit the wicket pretty hard and they have a bit of pace, but they were very, very straight. I don't think they gave much width at all. So I would think that it was more to do with the discipline of their line and length. They were very, very good. And again, we had a plan to do exactly the same thing, to be very straight, but unfortunately we just didn't quite get it right this morning. But the Indian attack certainly did.
Do you think the chatter that was going on in the first 10 overs got under the skin?
No, I don't. I really don't. I think, as Safe's probably just said in Bangla before, it's part of the game. And I know that if these boys are going to go on to play at national level, they're going to be up against it and a bit of chatter and things like that during the games. That's just the way it is. And I think this is a great stepping stone for them. It's a competitive game, a very important game. But yeah, look, I don't think it had any effect on the result.
Which a final one from me. Obviously, like I said, all is not lost. There's still a fifth place to fight for, which is something very unique about a tournament like the Under-19 World Cup. Some people say there is no context. There's seventh finish, fifth finish. But then, do you think that is actually something that motivates the teams?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important and a really good concept that they have in it. You know, again, you want to know where you finish in a World Cup. I think if you're sort of going home tonight, so to speak, if we were, we'd wonder what if, or where would we, you know, on the scheme of things, or where we'd finish. So I think it's a very good idea and something for the boys now that they've got to strive for, you know. And if we can say that we can finish a World Cup and finish fifth, just outside the top four in the world, then that's a pretty good achievement for the guys and something to keep them going positively in their careers. So for me, going forward, as I've said just before, it'll be about enjoyment will be the factor of what I really want to sort of try and achieve for them, and as high as we can. So we'll have a red-eye crack against England, there's no doubt about it.
আজকে বেসিক্যালি আমরা যখন ওপেনার বলাররা স্টার্ট করছি তখন আমাদের প্ল্যান ছিল উইকেটে বল করার, তো ওরা খুব লুজ ডেলিভারি দিয়েছিল। আপনি দেখতে পারেন অনেক কিন্তু খুব ভালো বোলিং করেছে, অনেক প্ল্যানে ছিল, অনেক সাকসেসফুল হয়েছে। তো আমাদের ওপেনার দুইজন বলার যদি তারা প্ল্যানে থাকতো বা কন্টেন্ট করার চেষ্টা করতো, উইকেটে বল করার চেষ্টা করতো, হয়তো বা আর একটু ভালো হতো। আর স্পিনার্সরা যারা ছিল তারা তো খুব ভালো বল করছে। আর কোয়ার্টার ফাইনাল, গত বছর আমরা সেমিফাইনাল খেলেছি আর এবার কোয়ার্টার ফাইনাল। গত বছর আমরা হোম কন্ডিশনে খেলেছি, কিছুটা ইজি ছিল, আর এখানে একটু কন্ডিশনটা টাফ ছিল আমাদের জন্য। তো তাও আমরা খুব ভালো অ্যাডজাস্ট করছি, যতটুকু সম্ভব আমরা খুব ভালো অ্যাডজাস্ট করেছি। তো ইনশাল্লাহ এখনও শেষ হওয়ার কিছু নাই, এখনও আমাদের ফিফথ পজিশনের খেলা আছে, ইংল্যান্ডের সাথে খেলা আছে, ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা বাউন্স ব্যাক করবো।
দুইটা বড় দলের সাথে খেললেন, জিততে পারলেন না, দুইটা ছোট দলকে হারিয়েছে, এটা কি হতাশার? মানে আমরা যেইভাবে এখন ক্রিকেট খেলি, বাংলাদেশকে মানুষ যেভাবে চিনে, একটু কি হতাশার? আপনার কাছে কি মনে হয়, ক্যাপ্টেন হিসেবে কি মনে হয়?
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই এখন বাংলাদেশ এখন বড় বড় দলকে হারাচ্ছে। তো এখানে যদি আমরা হারাতে পারতাম ভালো হতো, যেহেতু আমরা হারাতে পারিনি, চেষ্টা করবো সামনে যে ম্যাচটা আছে বড় টিমের সাথে, এখানে হারানোর চেষ্টা করবো ওদেরকে।
Thanks, boys. Cheers. Thanks, guys.